In this session, we will learn about if and else clause and conditional flow. Many times in code, we have to deal with conditions. Conditions simply tell that if it is true, execute this code and do this task. And if condition is false, execute other code. To check the condition, we use if and else clause. If keyword is followed by condition. If the condition is true, it executes the body of it. And if it is false, it simply executes the body of else. Suppose we have two variables, x and y. X is assigned value 20 and y is assigned value 30. Now we want to check whether x is greater or smaller than y. So we use if else here. In if clause, we have applied a condition that check whether x is greater than y. If it is true, print x is greater than y. And if the condition is false, execute else clause and print x is smaller than y. There are many conditions that you can apply. Greater than, less than. To check if values are equal, we use double equal sign. And to check if values are not equal, we use exclamation followed by equal sign. Now let's write some code to get better understanding of conditionals. In this example of if and else, I will create two variables. Then we will check whether variable 1 is greater than variable 2 by using if and else clause. So let's make a variable x and assign it a value 20. Let's make another variable y and assign value 30 to it. Now I will write if clause and a condition whether f is greater than y colon, and then I will print x is greater than y. And in the other case, if it is less than y, then else print x is less than y. Let's see the output. As you can see in the output, it says x is less than y because we know 20 is less than 30. So it didn't execute the if part here because x was less than y. Instead, it executed the else part, which says x is less than y, and printed the statement. Now let's swap the values of these variables. I will store 30 in x and 20 in y. And now it should print x is greater than y. Let's see the output. As you can see in the output has changed. Now it says x is greater than y because the values have been changed. So we can use these if and else conditions if we want some code to be executed after certain condition is fulfilled. We will write that code here in if part and other code in the else part. Remember that indentation is very important here. Indentation means the body of if will be placed after some space, which indicates that it is a part of if. Now if I remove the space from here, now as you can see, if and print are on the same line and it started giving error, indent expected. You can see the warning, it is saying indent expected. What it means, it requires us to place a space here to indicate that it's a body of if. And similarly, if in else case I will place the print statement in the same line of else, it will again say error. So I have to give some space after that which will indicate that it's a body of else. So in Python, indentation is followed in every case where we have a body of any certain code. In case of if else, we have the body of if and body of else. As you can see, x and y are not a part of if and else, so they can be on the same line of if and else. They need not to have any space behind them. But this print statement is a part of if clause, so it has to have some space after if clause. And this print statement is a part of else clause, so it needs to have some space behind it. This indentation is followed in Python. That's all for this session. You can try making different variables and applying if and else clause on that.